Okay, so I am going to give a brief explanation of what this painting entails and why I decided to paint it. So, Finding Liberty is part of a series called titled Crown Legends, which is going to be focusing on past African queens, warrior African queens, queens that did so much for their communities and were warriors. So I just want to this series to like celebrate them and also celebrate the African culture and also celebrate the determination and resilience of these women and how they went so far for their people. Starting off is going to be Queen Nzinga of Angola. She was the queen of Matamba. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. She was the queen of Matamba and she really fought for her people. Queen Nzinga was known to be a skilled diplomat. She negotiated with the Portuguese to reduce their control over her people. She was a guerrilla warfare commander. She formed powerful alliances with escaped enslaved Africans and local tribes to resist Portuguese invasion. She created the Kingdom of Matamba and she fought until her 80s, leaving a powerful legacy of African resistance against colonial oppression. The thing about Nzinga was that while the European powers were fueling the transatlantic slave trade, Nzinga worked to protect her people by offering sanctuary to escaped slaves and soldiers. However, she did engage in slave trade, but her role was complex and strategic. She operated in a time when the transatlantic slave trade was deeply entrenched in Africa and European communities. What she did was that she often protected her people, her subjects, by offering sanctuary to escaped slaves and military allies. She strategically redirected the trade to ensure her kingdom's survival. There's so many things wrong with this thing. God, who told me to do this bouquet something by? I'm so tired. In order to embody all of Queen Nzinga in a painting, I decided to showcase our guerrilla warfare tactics with a green background that has a bouquet background. Hello, Jenny. So like it's been a month since I worked on this piece, and that's what I'm going to be working on today. A month because the okay, this is April 30th, and for the entire April, I was working on two different projects, two different competition projects, which were digital, a digital illustration. So I completed one competition and I started another one. So now I'm getting back to this. And what we're going to be doing first is painting the air. So I wanted to rest today, but I thought let me just paint the air. I'm not going to do much. I'm not going to try to do much today, but I'm going to try to paint the air. And whenever I stop, I'll continue tomorrow. So let's get into it. her warrior stance. I also chose a weapon of choice as a spear, and she's dressed in the traditional Angola Ankara print. She has a snake called around despair to show her tactician mind, like she was a real strategist, to show how she was cunning, because she was not a hero, but she was someone that took care of her people, which meant that some people got hurt. So I wanted to show how cunning she was and how strategic she was through by using the snake as a symbol. And then I also used a daylily flower, like a fantasy approach on a daylily, making it look like a fire lily, a flame lily, rather a flame lily showing fire, just to show our resilience and willingness to make terrible choices for the good of our people. And yeah, that's that. And because these queens are dead and gone, I wanted to show like the reverence of what they did for their people, and by reimagining them as celestial beings. That is why at the end of this painting you're going to see that she's glowing, like her eyes are glowing, and the tribal marks on her body are also glowing, just to show the celestial aspect of it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right, but I hope you guys get what I am going for in this painting. So, yeah, that's it.